All right, baby, we're live. Live win. We won our first game. Won it. Whew. That was definitely stressful, but we pulled it out. It wasn't pretty. We grinded it out. The defense stepped up. They really did win this game. We have a little formula here. If the defense can play like that, it looks Joe didn't retweak his injury at all. So going forward, I'm gonna guess, not being an official doctor, is that it's gonna improve. It's gonna improve as the season goes along, and if we can just string along some wins, we will get back in this thing right away. Now we're back in the mix here. Another big game against Tennessee, but it was great watching the offensive line pound their defensive line and our defensive line pound them. That was great. We were crushing Stafford. We put so much heat on him. They really did limit Hukuna, and that was great. So huge game by the defense, and that's what exactly needed to happen. There was one little breakdown there, and they got us, and they got a little touchdown to make it exciting at the end. But once again, hey Cleveland, that's how you handle a whiteout, baby. That's how you represent the alternative white uniforms. So just in case you guys are curious, because you guys just don't know how to do it. But regardless, now we're only one game back of the division. What a huge difference being two from everybody compared to just one game out. So we're back in the mix. Now we got to get ready for the Tennessee Titans. We know that they'll be tough. You know how that goes. So hopefully Joe keeps progressing. And Joe, that was a nerve-wracking week. I was scared. Honestly, I was leaning towards just shutting it down. And you can see Joe is one of those guys that's like, number one, he knew how important it was for the season. Number two, he's like not one of those guys that's gonna just, if he can play, he's gonna play. He's a tough guy. So that was, but I was afraid that something that could lead to something else or it could prolong it, but they found a way. And if you think about how sloppy the offense played tonight, when you consider the penalties, the drop passes, they're going to get better and better. So, but the offensive line is noticeably improved. I mean, that cannot be denied. So, man, once Joe gets healthy enough to really do all the things that he can do, I mean, it does affect his accuracy. I think that's apparent, but so it's coming. Right now, to me, of course, win the division is key, but the number one team that makes me nervous are the Dolphins. Despite the 70 points, I mean, I guess anyone could run it up against Denver at the moment, but the fact that Mike McDaniels is such a great coach, and the guy is just it right now. He knows how to identify with the younger players. He's a brilliant guy. He talks like he writes fortune cookies. He's funny, and he's innovative. So they're going to be a challenge down the road, but I'm not going to look ahead. Let's take it 1 week at a time. Up next is the Tennessee Titans, and we know they're going to be coming for Joe. We know that, right? So we're going to hit it. I believe we're hitting the road, and let's go. We get up to 2-2, and it's going to be, oh, man. But what was making me nervous all season so far was the feeling of like, it couldn't feel like the season was starting because you could tell he wasn't healthy and they're out of sync. So, but it's almost like, when you see when you think of quarterbacks, you can think of guys like Brett Favre. And I know he had a truckload of painkillers to do it, but still, even with that, he played that game. The stretch of games he played with not missing a start was unbelievable. I remember he played with a broken thumb. That was insane. So, all right. So we got one. Our boy is a stud, and we knew that. And the defense, good job, great job. Hendrickson, phenomenal job. Secondary, and think about this too. As the season goes along and Lou coaches these guys up, that's a very young secondary, and they have no cohesion yet. So the more experience they get playing together, the better their communication is going to get. So that's going to improve. The linebackers did phenomenal. Pratt almost had an interception. That was a tough one. Dax Hill is going to be special. I told you before the season, and I'm going to stand by it. I think he's going to end up being an upgrade over Bates. So thumbs up. Great day, great game. We won. That's all that counts. I know it wasn't spectacularly gorgeous, but we got the win. So, all right, I'm out of here. Hooday. Mm-hmm. Great job, Joe. That's why you're the man. All right, Hooday. Be sure to subscribe. Later.